Sup guys, in today's video I'm going to be sharing the top 5 investment scams that are still floating around today and exactly how you can avoid them. I think it is absolutely critical that every single beginner investor are aware of these scams, and I have actually personally known people that have lost thousands of pounds of their hard-earned money through these investment scams. So having said that, all I ask from you guys is 2 things. Number 1 is that if you can, watch this video from start to finish to make sure that you are fully aware of all the different investing scams that are out there. And number 2 is to share this video with a friend that is maybe starting out on their investing journey to make sure that they are aware as well. But having said all that, the final thing that I ask you to do is hit that like button down below, as it helps this video out with the YouTube algorithm. And apart from that, let's get into it. So jumping straight into the first investment scam that is out there at the moment, and that is crypto pump and dumps. These are one of the most recent investing scams to hit our laptops and mobile phone screens as of late, but boy, they can be ruthless. Just taking a look at this example right here, this is the perfect way to explain as to actually how a pump and dump plays out. As you can see at the start, this is where the culprits of the scheme buy up their coins or create their coins with very, very little money. From there, once they have their investments in place, they will start generating fake stories about the coin, promoting false information, and the worst of all, they actually start paying high-profile influencers to start promoting their coin as well. And then finally, once the coin has got to a set price which they are completely happy with, what they will do is perform a coordinated complete sell-off, allowing them to take all the profits and completely crashing the price, as you can see in this example here, leaving the coin having absolutely no chance of recovering, as it likely has no real use case because it's just been a coin created for a pump and dump. So knowing this, how do we actually avoid things? Well, number 1 is to consider the source. A general rule of thumb that I like to go by when researching these smaller cryptocurrencies especially is that if there is a Telegram group and a Discord group and that is the only source of information about that coin, it's likely going to be a pump and dump. What I like to do is check for credible websites on that coin, look for credited news articles about that coin from credible sources as well. This just tells me that there is a lot more credibility behind the coin and real use cases behind it as well. Do not just go off a Telegram suggestion or a Discord suggestion. The second thing you can do to avoid this is to actually question the reality of what they are actually claiming. So what do I mean by this? Basically, if somebody is out there telling you that they can guarantee you that they will 100 times your investment, that a coin is going to definitely go to the moon or anything like that, they are 100% lying. Even if I sat here and I told you that my Apple stock investment was going to definitely 10 times in the next year, I would be lying, because the reality is nobody in the world knows exactly what is going to happen with any kind of investment. So if somebody is promising you guaranteed returns on a crypto coin, then the likelihood is it's a pump and dump scheme and they're lying. And then finally, the third thing to do to avoid this pump and dump scam is to not listen to your favorite influencers on the coins that they are promoting. Basically, if you see any celebrity or influencer that is not based directly within the investing niche promoting a certain cryptocurrency on their Instagram page or maybe their Facebook feed, the likelihood is, in fact, not the likelihood, 100% what will be happening is they are going to be getting paid a lot of money to be able to do that. For example, Kim Kardashian came under fire recently for promoting a completely untested cryptocurrency called Ethereum Max. And whilst I can't sit here and tell you that Kim Kardashian doesn't know anything about cryptocurrencies, because of course I do not know Kim Kardashian, one thing I can definitely tell you is that just like with all her other things that she's been paid for in the past, she has definitely been paid to promote a cryptocurrency. And her main motive of that post wasn't to bring awareness of a cryptocurrency she's investing in, it's simply just to make her that quick money. So that is scam number 1, crypto pump and dumps. Avoid them at all costs. Scam number 2 is people selling Forex trading signals through Instagram. Now, if you follow any kind of financial, business or entrepreneurial Instagram account, you would have likely received multiple messages from people asking you if you were interested in following their daily Forex signals. For those that didn't know, Forex stands for foreign exchange, and basically what you can do is go ahead and trade foreign currencies on this exchange on a daily basis to potentially make money, and then signal signals is simply the case where somebody is actually telling you exactly when to buy and when exactly to sell your currencies to make you profit. Now, one thing that I do have to say right now is that trading Forex is actually a profitable business model, and there are actually people that do make money from doing this. However, the one thing that we once again have to be is realistic. What you will normally find on Instagram from these people selling the dodgy trading signals are different strategies to tempt you into buying their service. So the first thing that you will likely see is screenshots from their phone, or obviously they will likely grab them from YouTube or Google or wherever, of fake successes where they've made themselves thousands of pounds. They're going to constantly post this on their Instagram story. This is of course going to tempt you to want to get involved with it. Of course, that is the natural process that is going to happen. The second thing they will do is create fake testimonials where they will basically create a fake name and write whatever they want to write about themselves. And then finally, the worst one of them all, because this tempts the most people, is that on their Instagram accounts, they just generally share themselves living an extremely luxurious life. You will normally see them on a private jet, checking their trading charts, stood next to an exotic car maybe, buying constant designer clothes and just showing themselves with wads of cash, normally in the background with a trading chart or something that they've just placed there just to try and tell you that, look, this is how I've got this is what I'm experiencing, you can do this as well if you sign up to my signals and things like that. And the unfortunate thing is this does actually draw in a lot of people. I will tell you right now, when I first started getting involved with the business game, this type of scam was still going around back then, and I was tempted at the start as well until I started looking into it more and more, and then I started to realize. So be very, very careful of the Forex scammer that is trying to sell you daily signals, because the likelihood is they are living this luxurious life, but the way they are doing it is living off the profits that they have sold from their signals, not the money they've actually made from the service they're trying to teach you about. Scam number 3, people posing as myself or other YouTube creators on social media and within the YouTube comment section. Now, this is one that is really hurting me a lot recently, and I'll be honest with you, the top platforms like YouTube and Instagram aren't really doing too much about it, which is quite frustrating. But basically, if you haven't seen it already, what has been happening a lot in the investment space on both YouTube and social media, you have been seeing these bots that have been creating almost duplicate profiles of myself and other YouTube creators, and then from there, what they are doing is offering these different types of scams to just general people that follow us. You'll definitely see them offering the Forex signals that we spoke about a second ago. You'll see them offering different courses, and then finally you'll just see them offering various different scams where they'll probably be asking for your bank details or something like that. And because people are watching our content and they are seeing the free information and they are building up trust with us, when they see this scam profile, because they hide it so well, they generally think it's actually us talking to them, and the trust is already there. Now, if the trust is there, the likelihood is they're going to go for the scam, and this is obviously going to end in bad news. This, number one, is going to completely destroy the victim, and then number two, it's obviously going to harm our reputation as well, because people are going to make up stories that we're scamming people when we're actually not. So you do need to be extremely careful, and you do need to double check that the person that is messaging you is the creator or the influencer that you are actually following. Number 4 is going to be the fake guru seminar scam, and the way this one works is very, very simple, and it's been around for quite some time. What basically happens is that a fake guru will set up a free workshop that's maybe 1 or 2 hours long, and they will advertise it as, I am going to show you, let's say, how to invest into property. In the 2 hours, you're going to know everything you need to know to start investing in property, and I'm going to teach you it all for free. All you need to do is just turn up. Now, this is likely going to be a scam, because what actually happens is they use that to lure you into the seminar. You go ahead, you go and turn up and things like that. And then what normally happens is that for the rest of those 2 hours, they teach you very little about investing into property in this example. And what they instead do is give you emotional stories about themselves, about how well they've done. And basically what they will do is emotionally entice you into investing into a program that they will pitch you at the end of this seminar. Now, one thing that I will say is that This one is one that you're going to have to be very careful with because there are some really legit people out there. There are people that do run these free seminars that do have programs after that are extremely valuable because trust me, I've actually done one and I've actually learned a lot from it as well. However, there are so many people that have just seen this successful sales funnel strategy work. They know nothing about the topic that they're going to be talking about. They just are really good at selling things to vulnerable people a lot of the time because what they're going to be doing is using that emotional sales techniques, and what they will end up doing is end up scamming you. Basically, they will get you to the free workshop, they will sell you maybe a £20,000 course at the end or a set training kind of program, and at the end of the day they know nothing about the topic they're talking about. All they are good at is actually selling the programs to you, and this is what you really do need to be careful of. My best advice to avoid scams like this is to, number one, definitely do as much background research on the person is running the program as you possibly can. One thing I definitely suggest doing is going ahead and checking them out on the internet, and if you cannot find anything about them other than the actual course that they're promoting, then the likelihood is that they are going to be a scammer. And then finally, you're more than welcome to go to the free seminars, but whilst you're there, be very careful on how they word the way that they're promoting their course. If they are 100% guaranteeing you that you will get success from their program, the likelihood is it's a scam. Most people that have legit courses, they will say, this is exactly how I do it. I'm not going to promise you the results. It's going to be completely a choice that you're going to have to make if you want to come and follow me and follow exactly what I done. This way is completely legit because at the end of the day, they are giving you the choice. They're saying that they can't promise you. It's a choice that you have to make. Whereas if somebody is saying, I can promise you that if you invest your money with me, I will double it or I will turn you into a millionaire, the likelihood is this is a scam and they are only using sales techniques to be able to get you to buy their program. Scam number 5 is investing into financial services or products that are not authorized by the correct authorities. So in the UK, I'm not too sure about what the exact authority is in the USA. When you sign up to an investment platform or a bank or anything like that, you need to be checking that that bank or investment platform is FCA approved. Basically, the FCA is the Financial Conduct Authority, and if a company has this certificate, what they can basically do is cover any of their customers with up to £85,000 in losses in the case that maybe they go bankrupt and they have to shut down. This is through the FCSC scheme. Now, if a site doesn't have this and you cannot find it anywhere on their website, or you cannot find the company within the FCA's website, then the likelihood is that this company hasn't been approved and you are not going to be covered if they were to lose any money. There you go. There are 5 investment scams that you should be avoiding at all costs. What I want you guys to do is, of course, let me know in the comments section down below if you have experienced anybody trying to contact you to try and sell you one of these scams, or if there were any other scams that you have heard of. Let me know in the comments section down below and let's help the people out. Other than that, like the video if you did find it helpful, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care.